Yo, what's up? It's your favorite guy, TeeWhy, and today we talking about prayer because it's a lot of people out there who feel like, oh, every time I talk to God, He ain't answering my prayers. I send up a prayer, He not listening. Every time I pray, the signs don't be clear. Like, it's so many things that people say, oh, I don't know how to pray. How am I supposed to pray and I don't know how to pray? Well, I'm here to tell you, listen, it's not as hard as you making it seem. It's a prayer in effect for everybody who don't know how to pray. God already know our needs, our wants, and our desires. So it's a prayer in effect for all of us. The Lord's Prayer, Matthew chapter 6, verse 9 or either verse 10. Don't quote me on it, but I will put everything down here below. So if you don't know how to pray, read that prayer until you grow closer with God and you learn to connect with Him on a deeper level. So you can be like them people on TV that be having you catch the Holy Spirit. But you're not going to be like them on the first day. You're going to be like them in a little minute. But listen, read that prayer and you're going to be straight. Now let's get into my story on when I prayed to God and I asked for something very specific. And I said, you know what? God is real. Like, I always believed in God. I'm going to put that on the table. I always believed in God. I was like, you know what? I know God is real. I went to church. I took it upon myself to get baptized when I was 12. I knew He was real. But when I said this prayer, I knew God was listening to me. Like, I knew that I can talk to God and He would hear me and He would respond to me. So I'm going to tell y'all my story. So, and I'm going to be completely transparent. I'm going to try my hardest to be transparent. It's kind of hard to open up to an audience when there's so many people out there that's judgmental and people that want to talk trash about everybody or always got something negative to say. But guess what? I'm putting this out there for the people who, you know, want to be positive or they want to listen to the story or, you know, they for me and they for God. So this is for them. So if you got something negative to say, exit off this right now. But I'm going to be transparent with y'all. So this was last year. I had a little friend and we was cool. Like, you feel me? We were hanging out, everything. But things started to change. My energy started to feel weird when I was hanging out with my dog. So I'm like, this don't feel right. And it's eating me up inside. I'm the type of person, when something eat me up inside, I either got to talk about it or pray about it. So I prayed on it. Now, before I get to my little prayer, I just got to tell y'all, when y'all have a gut feeling, listen to your gut feeling. It's better to be safe than sorry because you don't want to be those people who, well, you don't want to be one of those people who say, dang, I wish I listened. No, listen the first time when your gut or your body is telling you something, because your gut, which is God talking to you, which is your intuition, will never lead you wrong. Never, I promise you. Because it's been so many people who got led out of so many things because they listened to their stomach. It's been a lot of people who didn't listen to their stomach that got led in bad situations. Now let's get to the story. So, like I said, we was hanging out. I had a dog. We was hanging out. We was cool, a little friend. And everything was, you know, litty. But things started to change. My energy started to change. And it was eating me up inside. And me, when I have a certain feeling on my heart, it would literally make my stomach toss and turn until I addressed and pray about it. So I took it to God. And I'll never forget this prayer. I was in the shower. And I literally cried out to Him. Not cried out to Him physically, but I literally closed my eyes in that shower while I'm taking the shower and prayed for like 10 minutes about different things. But this one topic was, it was really my main focus of the whole prayer. So I set up a specific prayer to God because I feel like I was so desperate that I had to be specific. I had to say, you know what, God, this is what you gonna do. You gonna show me, you feel me? You gonna show me this is what you gonna do. And I asked Him to do something for me. So I said, Lord, I feel like I don't need to be hanging around this person. I feel like things are changing and it's not the right decision for me. But if you feel like this person is no good for my life and it's not leading me down the correct path or the right road, remove them. But you can't just ask God to remove people from your life unless you ask Him to kill them. You have to ask God to guide you so you can be strong enough to not talk to those people or send you signs. So I said, Lord, remove them. And after I said remove them, I say, if they're not for me or they're not like meant to be a part of my life or a part of my circle, this is what I need you to do. And I'm asking, like, I don't want you to say, oh, I'm demanding the Lord, but I'm asking Him. I said, if this is basically not for me, I ask that you have me get pulled over by police. Listen, because you got to be desperate to ask to get pulled over by the police. But I say, I ask that you allow me to get pulled over by the police. Nothing happens to me. I don't go to jail. I don't get arrested. I don't get a ticket. But I get let off with a warning. And once I get let off with a warning, I would take that as you talking to me. So I promise you, and I put this on everything. Like this was really emotional for me because I was like, wow, like you heard me and you listened and you looked out for me. So I promise you, the next day, the very next day, not even a day, the very next night, I'm going to hang out with my dog. We getting ready to get in the winds or either chill. And I promise you, I'm going to tell you exactly how it happened. As I'm going to my dog house, I get pulled over on the next street by police. It was a black man. He stopped me. Now, people who know me, I got a bat in my car. I used to. I'm not going to say I used to, but I be trying to chill down because I get hyped. Like, it don't look like it, but I be acting the fool sometimes because people be trying me. And, nah, it's that. But, listen. He didn't pull me. He actually stopped me. He was already outside his car. He had his flashlight. And he said, where are you going? And I said, I'm going to my friend's house. So he was like, okay, what you got a bat for? So I'm over here lying. I said, oh, I played baseball for Blanchard High School. Lying out my behind. No, I don't have a bat for that. I have a bat because I'm retarded. But I said I played baseball for Blanchard High School. He said, oh, okay, you're in high school? Okay, cool. Make sure you have a nice night and be safe because it's not safe out here. And he waved me on. So, I'm like, oh, John, that's crazy. And mind you, I'm on the phone with my friend at the same time. Like I'm on the phone with my friend at the same time as this is happening. Because I'm like, oh, I'm right down the street, whoop the whoop. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to call you back. Boop. When I tell you I went straight home, Like, I was like, you know what? God, you real. You just answer my prayers. And I feel like a lot of people need to hear that because a lot of people don't understand when you're talking to God, I feel like you have to be specific. Even though he knows your hearts and your wants, if you looking for a sign from him, you have to be specific. Because when I set up that prayer, God could have just like, yeah, I'm not going to answer that. But he really answered it. And he did everything how in the order that I asked him. I got pulled over by police. I didn't go to jail. I didn't get a ticket. He let me off. He said, all right, go home and be safe. Go home and be safe. You feel me? And I literally listened to him. I said, I'm going to go. But before I went home, I went out. Not out, but, I went and got me something to eat. Then I went home, and I was just like, I was full with energy, and I was filled with joy. I was filled with joy, not full, sorry. But I was filled with so much energy and joy because I felt like, wow, God is really listening to me when I talk to him. So I just want to share that with y'all because there's a lot of people who really think, for you to talk to God, you got to be a saint. You got to be, perfect. No, that's not true. You have to talk to God, confess that you are a sinner. You are, you mess up, you make mistakes. He gonna hear you. But if you just go to God like, oh, I need this, da-da. Come on now. Confess. Talk to him, ask him for stuff. Ask him for guidance. Ask him to deliver you everything. Because, I'm still working on me. You feel me? I'm going to be a great man of God. But make sure when you talk to God, talk to him, like, pour out your heart. And if you don't know how to do that, just continue to try. Practice the Lord's Prayer every day. Because I literally I still do say it every morning and night before I say my actual prayer where I'm getting ready to go deep into it. But I still say that prayer because the Bible literally tells you, I know your needs and wants. Say this prayer. So that's exactly what I do. But I'm getting ready to sum it up. Not even sum it up. I'm done. I just want to share that story with y'all because it was just something that I really experienced. And if you stayed to watch this, congratulations, because maybe this will influence you to be more specific when you're sending up a prayer so you know when God is answering your prayers. So, thank you. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'm going to mess with y'all later.